Namaste, dear students. As usual, today also I want to welcome you to English class of grade 10. I hope you might have been ready with your necessary materials. And what are they? Good. They are your English textbook, notebook, and pen or pencil. Are you ready with them? Good. Dear students, in your previous class, you learned the text and did your comprehension task under the theme Health and Wellness. Okay? And today, we are going to begin our Unit 4. So, can you tell me the theme of Unit 4? Okay, you can be smart. You can turn to pages and you can check what is the theme there. Have you found it? Good. So, can you tell me the theme of Unit 4? Good job. That is work and leisure. You are right. Now we are going to begin our today's class. All of you, please listen to me very carefully. Okay? Good. Now you can see getting started. Okay? And what do you see there under getting started? Good job. There are pictures. Now, look at the activities shown in the pictures below. Discuss why they are important. Now, you can see there are 4 pictures under getting started. Okay. Now, what do you see in the first picture? Okay, you can see the females, the women are planting. And then you can see men are plowing the oxen, And what about the second picture? All right. The teacher is teaching there, okay, and the students are learning. So, in the third picture, what do you see? Yes, people are swimming, okay, in a pool. Likewise, what do you see in the fourth picture? What are they doing? Yes, they are visiting the place, okay. So, it means, dear students, the first 2 pictures are related to work or leisure activity. What is it? Yes, you are right. See, people are busy in their own work. And in these third and fourth pictures, you can see they are doing some activities in their free time. Okay? Have you got the idea? Yes. In our life also, we have to be busy. We have to involve in our works. And then whenever we have free time, that is what we call leisure. And then we have to do some different activities. Is it clear to you? Good. If so, now I want to ask you a few questions before starting our reading 1. Okay? And the questions for you are, see, you have to answer me, okay? A. How do you often spend your leisure? So, can you tell me? How do you often spend your leisure? Means what do you do? What activities do you do in your free time? Do you sing? Good job. Do you dance? Well done. Do you go to visit some places? That's perfect. This is how this sort of activities you can do in your leisure time, okay? Next, why do you think it is necessary to keep a balance between work and leisure? Now, you have to give me your reason. Why do you need to keep a balance between your work and leisure? Can you tell me? Okay, see, we human beings cannot work continuously. We need rest also. And at the same time, we need entertainment. Okay, so in our free time, if we do some activities that we have interest, then that makes us fresh. Okay, that entertains us. And again, we can work very nicely. That's why we have to keep a balance between work and leisure. So, is that your answer? Well done. If so, now I hope you might have guessed what we are going to learn today. Now, can you tell me the title of our story today? What is it? You can look at your book. Oh yes, you are right. The title of the story is Cabbage White. So, can you tell me about the title of this story? Cabbage White? What does cabbage mean? What does white mean? So, you can give me a literal meaning, okay? That is cabbage. It is a kind of vegetable. Have you eaten it? Have you ever tasted it? Good. And then cap is white. Maybe it is in white color. Is that your answer? Well done, dear students. Now don't worry, you will know what does this title mean later in our story. So for this, you have to be very conscious, okay? Now, we are going to start our today's story, and I am going to present you a model reading. You have to listen to me very carefully, and we'll discuss some unfamiliar words with their meanings, okay? Let's begin then. Sarah and Jamie stood on their tiptoe and gave the card from their school to the tall man behind the counter of a farm. The man frowned and made a face. So you are looking for some work? And who are you? I'm Sarah. I'm 12. This is my brother Jamie. He's 11. Shouldn't you be at school? We are on holiday and would like to earn some money and support our parents. The man lifted his hat and scratched his head. Working in the farm is a quite tough job for the kids like you. I need somebody big and strong to work here, he said. There must be some work for us in this big farm. Could you please find one? Sarah pleaded. Dear students, now, I hope you might have also read with me like this. Now, first of all, I want to ask you a few questions, okay? Before asking you few questions, now let's discuss the meanings of these highlighted words. Can you tell me what are the highlighted words here? Oh yes, you are right. The first highlighted word we have is tiptoe. T-I-P-T-O-E, tiptoe. So can you guess the meaning of this word? Okay, don't worry. See, Sarah and Jamie stood on their tiptoe and gave the card. For example, sometimes if you want to see something and there is a big wall, and if you cannot see at that time, what do? You try to lift your body like this, and you like to watch. You like to see the things there. Okay? So have you got the idea? Okay, don't worry. Later you will get the meaning. Now, another word we have, frowned. What is the spelling of this word? Yes, F-R-O-W-N-E-D, frowned. Now you all pronounce with me, frowned. F-R-O-W-N-E-D, frowned. One more time, please. Frowned. Good job. Another highlighted word. What is that? Yes, that is T-O-U-G-H. How do you pronounce? Tough. All of you follow me. Tough. T-O-U-G-H. Good. Once again, T-O-U-G-H. Loudly, please. Tough. Good job. And we have another word here is P-L-E-A-D-E-D. How do you pronounce again? Pleaded. P-L-E-A-D-E-D. Pleaded. Okay. Now it's your job to write down the meanings of these words in your notebook. So what is the meaning of the word tiptoe? Yes, you are right. See, now you can see the picture. See, if you lift your body with the help of the fingers, toe, then that is tiptoe. You are putting up your heels, okay? You don't put your feet completely on the land, but you just lift up your heels. That is tiptoe, okay? Have you got the meaning? Good job. Next, frowned. What does it mean? The man frowned and made a face. Means, does the man make his face happy? Or maybe sad? Or maybe shocked, What type of facial expression is this? All right. Now, this type of expression, see? So, this facial expression shows that something is not favorable, maybe unpleasant, maybe shocked, So, have you got it? Good. Next, we have tough. See, working in the farm is a quite tough job for kids like you. So, does it mean easy? Or maybe difficult? What do you guess? Yes, you are right again. Tough means hard or difficult. Okay? Now, another word we have here is pleaded. Could you please find one? Sarah pleaded. See, could you please find one? It is in a request form. Okay? So, what does pleaded mean? All right. Made an emotional appeal or request. Now, I want to ask you a few questions. How many characters are there in this story? Can you tell me? 1, 2, 3, 4. How many? Yes, you are right. There are 3 characters in this story. Who are they? Okay, you can tell me quickly. Yes, one is Sarah, another is Jamie, and who is the third one? The third one is the tall man. Okay, he had a farm. Is it clear to you? Good job, dear students. Now, why do you think the children like Sarah and Jamie visited the farm? What is the purpose? Yes, again you are right. See, they visited the farm for looking for some work. Is it clear? And can you tell me how old are they? Sarah and Jamie? Yes, you are right again. Sarah is 12 years old and Jamie is only 11 years old. So, who is elder here? Yes, again you are right. Sarah is elder than Jamie. You are right, dear students. Now, what do you think? Do they go to their school? Okay, how can you see so? Yes, again you are right. See, shouldn't be at your school? The man asked them and they replied that we are on holiday. It means that their school is off, and during their holiday time they visited the farm to look for some work. Okay, and why they wanted to work? Yes, you are right again, because they wanted to support their parents. Very good answer. And what do you think? Did the man give them work? Because the work was very difficult, tough. What do you think? Okay, don't worry, dear students. You will get its answer later. So let me take you to another paragraph. Now again listen to me and write. Let's see. Do you know what a cabbage white is? Now you have to be very careful so you can get the meaning of the title here. Let's see. Do you know what a cabbage white is? The man asked. And yes, it's a beautiful white butterfly that lays its eggs on cabbages. And those eggs change into caterpillars, answered Sarah. See, the sister, Sarah, she was elder than Jamie, replied when the man asked her what a cabbage white is. Later again I will ask you questions. So let me finish reading first. And do you know what the caterpillars do? They eat the cabbage leaves, shouted Jamie. Aren't you afraid of caterpillars? Asked the man. Not at all, retorted Sarah. All right, so I think I have a job for you. Oh, thank you very much. And what is the work? They said. I want you to check every single cabbage in the garden and eliminate all the caterpillars, replied the man. Dear students, like the previous paragraphs, first of all, let's talk about the highlighted word. So, what is the highlighted word here? Yes, that is eliminate. E-L-I-M-I-N-A-T-E, eliminate. So, from this line, what do you guess the meaning of this word? I want you to check every single cabbage in the garden and eliminate all the caterpillars. So, what does it mean? Eliminate. Oh, yes. You guessed very rightly. The meaning of this word eliminate is completely remove. See, it means that there's a problem of caterpillars on the cabbages, okay, that destroys the cabbage and their job. So we'll discuss about these all things. Now, dear students, so what is the meaning of cabbage white here? The title means. Yes, you are right. It means beautiful white butterfly that lays eggs on cabbages, okay? So this is the meaning of the title. Now, can you tell me what do the caterpillars do there on the cabbages? Yes, the caterpillars eat the cabbage leaves. Who said it? Who answered it? You are right. Answered by Jamie. Okay. And then again the man asked them the question. And the question was, aren't you afraid of caterpillars? And what was their answer? Yes, their answer was they would not afraid of caterpillars at all. And who replied it? Okay, you are right again. Sarah said that they would not afraid of caterpillars at all. Now, what do you think? Did the man give them a job? Work? Oh, yes, you are right. Yes, the man gave them a walk. And what is the reason for giving walk? Yes, you are right again. Because Sarah said that they would not afraid of caterpillars. Okay? Now, see. I want you to take every single cabbage in the garden and eliminate all the caterpillars, replied the man. So, can you tell me what would be their work there? Yes, they would have to eliminate or remove all the caterpillars from the cabbage. Okay? Is it clear to you up to here? Very good. If so, let's move ahead. Now, again, I want to read it and you also read with me. Oh, how? Wondered Jamie. You pick them off and collect them. Is it all right if we collect them in one of these pails? All right. How much will you pay us? Sarah asked. Let me see how you get on first. If I am happy with your work, I will not disappoint you with the pay. I will be in the greenhouse. Get started and I will see you later. Okay? Shortly, armed with a pail each, the children approached the cabbage patch. It was so enormous, there must be 1,000,000 cabbages here, Jamie said. Now, what is the highlighted word here again? Oh yes, greenhouse. Now you pronounce it once. Greenhouse, greenhouse. How do you pronounce it? Greenhouse. Once again, all of you pronounce it with the spelling greenhouse, greenhouse. Good job. Now, can you tell me the meaning of greenhouse? You might have frequently used this word in your science subject. So, what does it mean? All right, it means see. Now, I want to show you the picture. What do you see in the picture? Yes, there is a glass house, and inside the glass house, there are plants in order to protect from cold. Okay, so this is what we call greenhouse. Dear students, now I want to ask you a few questions again. Now, can you tell me, do they start their work? What do you think from here? Yes, now they are going to start their work. And at the same time, is the salary or money fixed for their work? How can you say? Yes or no? No. Good answer. Okay, correct answer. See, it's written here. How much will you pay us? Sarah asked. And the man did not say the money. Okay, he said, let me see you how you get on first. Now the man first of all wanted to check how they would work, and then only he wanted to fix the money. Okay. Now another question for you, then where would be the man while they were working? Can you tell me? All right, the man would be in a greenhouse. Okay. Now then after, what did the children do there? Good job, dear students. They collected the pail. You know, it's a kind of pot where they can collect the caterpillars and keep in. Okay. So the children approached the cabbage patch, means the area where the cabbages were there. And then when they reached, they approached the cabbages. At that time they were shocked. Why? Can you tell me? Yes, see, there must be 1,000,000 cabbages here. So how many cabbages were there? They thought? Yes, 1,000,000 cabbages. Can you imagine it? Yes, because it is a farm, you know. Now, is it clear to you? Well, if so, now let me take you to another paragraph. At least, Sarah said, and if there are 10 caterpillars on each cabbage, that makes there 1,000,000,000 caterpillars. Okay? Sarah stood open-mouthed. The job looked really tough. Jamie wondered about her arithmetic, but knew better than to dispute. They started on the first row of cabbages. It was really a hideous job. The caterpillars wriggled as they were picked up. It took the two children ages to finish the first row, and already they couldn't see the bottom of their buckets for caterpillars. And all around them, the air was filled with cabbage white butterflies. The insects seemed to be mocking them. They seemed to be saying, "We don't care if you kill our caterpillars. we can lay millions of eggs. And this makes Sarah and Jamie were now very disparate. Dear students, first of all, let's discuss the meanings of these highlighted words with their pronunciation. Now, open mouth. So, how do you pronounce it? Yeah, it's very easy. Open mouth, So, what does it mean then in this sentence? Sarah stood open mouth. Sometimes, if you are shocked or surprised, what do? You will open your mouth and you cannot speak. You cannot move, like this. Yeah? So, it means that shock or surprise, So, next, we have dispute. So, what do you guess the meaning of this word in this line? Jamie wondered about her arithmetic but knew better than to dispute. So, what does it mean? Okay, you just try to write it down in your notebook. Later, you will check with my meaning, okay? I'll give you the meaning. Next, they started on, now we have another word, hideous. It was really a hideous job. So, hideous job means what do you think? Interesting job, boring job, you can say beautiful job, ugly job. What do you think? Oh, I hope you might have got the meaning. Good. Next one, the caterpillars wriggled as they were picked up. So, when you see the caterpillar and if you touch it, what happens? The caterpillar starts moving, quickly. Okay? So, have you got the meaning of this word? Don't worry, later I'll give you. Then we have another, okay, let's pronounce this word wriggled. W-R-I-G-G-L-E-D, wriggled. All of you follow me? W-R-I-G-G-L-E-D, wriggled. One more time, wriggled. Good. Another word we have is mocking. M-O-C-K-I-N-G, mocking. All of you pronounce it with the spellings. M-O-C-K-I-N-G, mocking. Good job. One more time. M-O-C-K-I-N-G, mocking. Now, the last word here we have is disparate. The spellings D-E-S-P-E-R-A-T-E. How do you pronounce? Disparate. One more time, please. D-E-S-P-E-R-A-T-E. Disparate. Now, one more time. D-E-S-P-E-R-A-T-E. Disparate. Good job. Now, can you tell me the meaning of this word mocking? In this sentence, the insects seem to be mocking them. What do you think mocking means? Teaching them, teasing them. What do you think? Okay, so you just guess it. And another word in this sentence, Sarah and Jamie were now very disparate. What does it mean? Hopeful or excited or interested. What do you think? Now, you can check your meanings with me, okay? See, open mouth means with the mouth open, especially in surprise or excitement. Dear students, I suggest you to write down these words and meanings in your notebook, okay? So, what is the meaning of the word open mouth? Yes, with the mouth open, especially in surprise or excitement, when they saw a large number of cabbages and large number of caterpillars, they were very surprised, excited and could not speak and open mouth like this, So is it clear to you? Good job. Now next, dispute. What does it mean? What did you write? Okay, it means a disagreement or argument. For example, if someone tells you something and if you don't agree with that one, then you start telling against about that one, This type of activity is dispute, okay? A disagreement or argument. Is it clear to you? Have you written it down in your notebook? Good. Next, hideous. H-I-D-E-O-S. Now, extremely ugly. Very much ugly, Very much boring. You can see it was really a hideous job. It was very difficult job for them. Boring job. Ugly job, removing all the caterpillars from the cabbage. So, have you got it? Good. Now, another word we have is wriggled. I think you might have already written it down. So, what does it mean? Okay, it means, now I want to show you a picture. See, what do you see in the picture here? See, it is a caterpillar and moving very quickly, turn and twist, This way of movement is wriggle, okay? Wriggle. Next we have is again mocking. So what does it mean? Making fun of someone or something in a cruel way. For example, sometimes if you might have seen a monkey, and if you act, the monkey can also act like that one, to mock you. And that creates a kind of fun, okay? And here in the story also, the children thought that the caterpillars, butterflies were mocking them, means making fun of someone or something in a cruel way, okay? Now the last word here is desperate. What does it mean now? Okay, let me tell you. Hopeless. Now, when they saw a large number of eggs, butterflies, caterpillars, at that time, they were hopeless to do that job. Dear students, I hope you might have been clear up to here. Good. Now, again, I want to go ahead. So, you also read with me, okay? Sarah struck out at a butterfly. She missed, of course. She watched it fly gaily away. Then she had an idea as brilliant in its way as Einstein coming up with E equals to mc squared. Jamie, caterpillars come from eggs, right? He nodded at her remarks. And where do eggs come from? She inquired further. The butterflies lay them, right? So, she reasoned, if we get rid of the butterflies, there won't be any more eggs or caterpillars. Right, Jamie agreed. So, why don't we get rid of the butterflies? How? He asked. See, now again, before asking you a few questions, we have one highlighted word here. What is that? Yes, that is G-A-I-L-Y, gaily. All of you pronounce it. G-A-I-L-Y, gaily. One more time. G-A-I-L-Y, gaily. So what does it mean then? Boring, interesting, happy, sad. What do you think? Okay. Gaily means in a cheerful or light-hearted way, happily. Okay. Now again I want to ask you a few questions. Okay. Now what is a brilliant idea here that Sarah brought? Okay, see, it means that they are in the way of Einstein, Albert Einstein, a great scientist of the world. Like that, she also says that Jamie, caterpillars come from eggs, right? See, you have to understand, caterpillars are produced from eggs, okay? And then he nodded. He means who? Jamie, yes. He said yes. He showed his agreement, okay? And where do eggs come from? Again, okay. Caterpillars are produced from eggs, and where do eggs come from? That is another question. And again, the answer of this question is, yes, you are right. The butterflies lay eggs, And what do they want to do there? If they kill all the butterflies, then the eggs cannot be hatched, okay? And there cannot be caterpillars. So have you got the idea? Yes, they thought that it would be a brilliant idea if they would kill all the butterflies, because butterflies could not lay eggs if they would kill them. Okay, have you got it? Dear students, now last paragraph of this story, okay? I want to read it and you also read with me. Nearby, there were beans climbing up bamboo poles. Sarah removed 2 poles. 2 bean plants died. She handed one of the poles to Jamie and then rushed into the cabbage patch, swinging her pole round and round, trying to hit the butterflies. This seemed to Jamie like a good game, so he followed her. It is not easy to hit flying butterflies, but it is not difficult to hit them when they settle on cabbages. Soon, the ground was covered with dead butterflies. Sarah and Jamie fought on until they were completely exhausted. Then they stood back to admire their work. There were hardly any butterflies left. There were hardly any cabbages left either. It is difficult to hit a butterfly on a cabbage without hitting the cabbage too. The cabbage patch looked like a battlefield. Not a cabbage was left standing. The children looked at each other. Without a word, they put down the bamboo poles and tiptoed out of the garden. He knows our names, Jamie said. but he does not know where we live, Sarah said. Thank goodness, they both said. So, dear students, now I want to discuss the meanings of these highlighted words, okay? So, the first word we have is exhausted. What is the spelling? E-X-H-A-U-S-T-D, exhausted. How do you pronounce? Exhausted. Good. So, what does it mean? Okay, let me say, very tired, they walked a lot. That's why they were tired, exhausted. Another word we have is admire. What does it mean? Okay, it means praise. After completing their work, they thought that the tall man would say, good job, dear children. You removed all the caterpillars from my cabbage farm. They thought so. Now, I want to ask you a few questions. Okay, so what did they do to eliminate all the butterflies? Yes, see, you can find here, Sarah took two bamboo poles, okay, and then one she gave to her brother. Then after, what did they do? Yes, they started, hitting the butterflies, and they moved round and round to hit. But the problem was, when they hit the butterflies, it was difficult for them. And when it would be easy for them to hit the butterflies? Yes, you are right. When the butterflies were on the cabbages. Now, one more question for you. Do you think that the children killed only the butterflies? Yes or no? No. How can you say so? Because hitting the butterflies only on the cabbage is impossible. So, with the butterflies, the cabbages were also destroyed there. Okay, they realized it, and when they completed their work and around them, they found that it was like a battlefield, and they could find that the cabbages were scattering there, destroyed, and the land was covered with butterflies. So, what did they do? Can you tell me? Now they were afraid of the tall man, and Jamie said that he knows our names. Now they thought that the tall man would punish them for destroying all the cabbages. Okay, and what is the answer given by Sarah here? She said that, but he does not know where we live. She says that the tall man won't know their address so that they can run away from there. And do you think that the tall man will catch them or not? What do you think? It's so interesting, okay? So we'll talk about this in our another class. Dear students, now I want to give you a home assignment. I hope you might have better understood the story. So can you guess what is your home assignment today? Okay, let me say. This is your home assignment. Use the following words and make your own meaningful sentences. Dear students, we have discussed the meanings of these words in our today's class. So you have to use these words in your own sentences. And the words for you are tiptoe, eliminate, dispute, disparate, and exhausted. Okay? Don't forget to do your homeworks. Dear students, now we are at the end of our today's class. I hope you were fully engaged and enjoyed our today's class. It's all for today. Have a wonderful time. Goodbye.